Hello. Good afternoon, good morning, my wonderful people. Let's go. Let's see. Let me ping Discord so Barry can't tell me that I forgot. There we go. I'm a little bit early because I am early always. I was late maybe once for 1 minute, and now ever since then I'm always been early. We have the chat window, we have the game window, and we have everything in check. I hope we have wonderful luck today because I'm feeling extremely lucky. There we go. So that was a decent wave. Did I forget something? Doesn't seem so. Great. Let's see. Dragon Tech. I haven't been doing a whole lot of dragon farming lately. I've been, well, maybe like 1,000 defense. I don't know where we were last time. 1,000 defense, 2,000 defense also. Not that much. Hey Luridus, hey Pan. Hey Shrial. Welcome, how are you guys doing? I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I forgot how to sit on this chair. Let's kill a couple of dragons. I have a bunch of like red dust saved, so we can do a bunch of crafting today. Like usually when we go with these streams, we usually start with crafting, and so do we today as well. I'll do a couple of dragons to warm up and let people turn in if they wanna see the craftings. Finally, I streamed. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been streaming a whole lot. Last week I streamed a Space Marine, so there wasn't a Crowcastle stream last week. But now we are back with the original action. Hey Thomas, should I switch to lightning? I'm at 26,000. I should probably play something. 26,000 waves, and at physical I don't know how to transfer. I would recommend you to do so, Golden, because it will take a while for you to accumulate maybe gold enough to show that you can level up your lightning units, but eventually that will be so much worth it because of the way how the game works right now after the latest update. Since this physical is so nerfed, your waving will be so much better if you go through the trouble and switch to lightning. Like, take it easily. Take it easy. Take your time. Level up those units. Hey Jackie, what video should I watch to know the lightning build? Check the description of this stream. There will be the first free Auto Battle lightning video you see in the description. The link for it. Also, you can just check this command for !lightning. I will use it in the chat right now. It should give you the playlist for the lightning build videos I have made. There you go. I hope you have a wonderful day as well, Golden. Josh, thank you so much. Appreciate it, dude. Dion, thank you for the luck. I hope that works for the day. I would finally want to get staff. Really. I think that staff is way overdue, so maybe today is the day. Also, let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. It's quite loud on my end, but I don't know about you guys. My character? What do you mean by that? Let's see if there should be the command ! Evan. Does it work? I will test it for you. Might be the bot is a little bit slow today. He's trying to wake up as well. Hey Moath, how are you doing? Okay, there we go. Whoa, okay. I'll be keeping this one. There will most likely be the next event similar to the ones we had before. This will be the third one, sponsored by Matty. And rewards will be similar, most likely, to the previous one. So I will post full information once we have decided with all the minor details and the time frame for the event and so on and so on. So I will be posting more information in Discord as soon as it's time for that. It will be very similar to the one we had earlier. There will be the video on my channel about the earlier event if you want to watch that one. You kind of know what we are talking about. Tip for money. Early game, just make sure you conquer the first colony world. You don't really have to worry about money. That will give you more than enough money for you to be able to progress. That's probably the best tip I can give for early game. And then keep on doing your infinite colony whenever you can, slowly up that amount you get from the colonies. Colonies will be your main source of income for basically the first million waves you do, give or take. Oh yeah, we will. Well, critical lines would usually be better than elemental lines, but it's a cooldown hammer. I will keep it. Nevertheless, that's a great first drop for the day. That's a pretty damn great. Amazing for the TNT Goblin. I don't think area skill damage works for the TNT Goblin. Otherwise, yeah. Is yellow trade more important than the red trade when getting E items? It depends. It depends. If the yellow line is cooldown skill level +1, it's usually more important than the other lines. But when we were talking about your damage dealers, for example, or for Pure Wizard, Necromancer, and so on, then having those normal lines, like better normal lines, is more important than having that yellow line. It's kind of situational. How long have you been playing this game? For quite a long time. Quite a long time. Year and a half since I came back, and before that I played for like 2 years. My first guild? I think my first guild was Blood Diamonds, like 8 years ago. And then I joined Hellfire and played for there until I eventually had a break. And then when I returned to the game, I joined Sayonara, and I've been here ever since, and I have no intentions of leaving. Hello everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't been able to welcome you all in here. Great to have you all in here. Hey Casper, how are you doing? Long time no see. Hope you've been doing great. Area skill damage does affect TNT Goblin. Where the hell is Goblin? There's Goblin. Do I have area skill damage in here? No, I do not. So, if area skill damage works on TNT Goblin, then we should be able to see something go up if we equip an area skill damage line. So, where is that hammer? There we go. So there's no visual increase for the damage or area skill damage for TNT Goblin. At least it should not work based on that. Will you make a deck about... I'm a little bit... struggling with the comments. There's so many E items as well. Will you make a video? What was that comment about Succubus? At some point, most likely I will. I will probably get to 9 million waves with this full lightning and then switch. Or at least that's the plan for now. Is your build good for waving? My build is more like a wave end game, late game build right now. But yes, it's good for that. And I do have in the description link for the early game version of the lightning build as well, which is great for early game, the free auto battle version. And Bombi, yeah, stun is usually better. Well, it depends. Knockback can be useful as well. Like one line of knockback is most likely very beneficial for waving and in colonies. Max Showcase. This one. This is a Moomin character's coffee mug. This is one of my favorites, actually. I have plenty of different style, but I really like this one. Perfect gold is useless. I'm not gonna be keeping this one. Ice Sorcerers can be used. Yes, I have seen it being used in very late game builds as well. It's possible. Hey Indura, welcome. Hey Cleaner, welcome. Lightning Town Archer is better than default Town Archer. What do you mean by that? Do you mean the Lightning Cannon Town Archer? Or like internal Lightning build with Town Archer? Is knockback better for ground enemies? Yes, it is. Kinda. If you... Well, it depends again on the game mode. If you have like this increased damage to stunned monsters, you will wanna stun the enemy monsters to get to make benefit from this node over here in the lightning tree. So that's why you also want stun against ground as well. Guide for orbs. Yeah, I did guide for orbs for physical summon. I might do the same for lightning as well. There is, however, that information is available in my Discord if you are not there yet. The link is in the description as well to join. There's a lightning guide channel over there that has information about best items, orbs, levels, etc. for lightning build. Surprised you with the streaming earlier? Yeah, I tried to do an earlier stream since it's weekend and maybe people might be able to join better. Of course, on the other end of the time zone spectrum, then it's gonna be worse for people than normally. But for some people, this might be better, I feel like. I also have some stuff I need to attend to after this one, so it was kinda the only available option as well. You grew a lot fast. That last time I was here, you had like 7k. It hasn't been that long, dude. No way. Has it? Time flies. I'm doing great. Can't complain, really. Why you modified your Golem build after finishing World 1 in 15 days video? I modified the build because in first Colony World there's nothing really attacking you, so you can go full offensive. And in Hell Colonies, Orc Colonies, Infinite Colony, and so on, there's always something that's shooting at your castle, so you want to have defensive and healing stuff as well. In first Colony Worlds, you don't need those healing and defensive stuff. But that's why you do the modification. You can also use the defensive version in the first world as well, but if you go full offensive, you can get a little bit more damage output, so you can clear that first world a little bit faster. Hey Leo! Hello everyone! There was some comments I was meant to answer, I can't find them anymore, so if I did not answer, ask again. Thank you. Which character should I prioritize to upgrade for my lightning build? You should prioritize Thor as your leader, and Zeus, Dark Lightning Archer, and in early game the Thunder Towers. Those are your top 4 damage dealers for the lightning build. Best item up to now. Probably this one, because it's extremely useful. And this could be a lot better than what it is currently, but this is probably one of the best items. Or, well, maybe the hammer on my Zeus. That's also very, very, very nice item. I absolutely love this one. So those are some of the best items I currently have. Shall we do some crafting? Hey David! Sorry, I still haven't had time. I'm sorry, before you ask. Sorry. First time I got an ad while watching live. Yeah, YouTube throws them in some places during the stream. I think it's even different timings for different people, probably. Whoa. Sorry about that, I kept resizing my game and that looked really weird. Again, wow. There we go, we are back. Hey Kai, I hope you have a wonderful day as well. I wonder if there's an option that I can disable not seeing the bot comments on my end, because it throws me off again so often with the comments when I'm trying to keep up with you guys. You are so active, keep it up, I love it. I just struggle a little bit. Yeah, cleaner it should be, because in that way you will get boosts for having a lightning build, lightning heroes, and also the town archers. That should be the best option you can do. Whoa, another skill level with the triple element lines. Wow, this is a horrible stuff. Oh my. I got these two people in my guild with millions of waves and they only do one wave at a time. Yeah, that will be slow. Yeah, that will slow the guild down a lot. They should be able to do at least +2, I believe. Make sure you get heartbeat on screen. How can I do that? I don't think I will be keeping this one. Triple elemental, damn. Bad stuff. Oh no, you should upgrade Thor, Zeus, Dark Lightning Archer and Thunder Tower first. Also, I recommend joining my Discord, because the information is also available in there. There's a channel dedicated for lightning builds and lightning guides, so I would really recommend checking it out. If you take a look at my battle results for here, for example, it's these 3 guys who are the top 3 damage dealers in here. I can do a wave battle if you want to see that one. Oh, this is a wrong build. This one. So this is an end game build or late game build, so this will be a little bit different than what you have in early game. In early game you will have Thunder Towers, because they are really great in early game for damage. Otherwise, it's quite similar. The main damage dealers are otherwise the same in here as in the early game version. So for example, here you go. Thor is usually the number 1 for waving. Hey Donut! Oh, maybe you actually will do some work today. Who knows, who knows? Do you have a bug or is nobody chatting right now? I can see other messages. I can see a lot of messages. It should be probably you. You can hear me, right? Area skill damage is good for Thor. Well, it does affect Thor, but Chain Lightning is better than area skill damage for Thor. So if you have an option that Chain Lightning is the better one, you will want to have for your waving build. My build is fine. My build is fine. You are seeing things. Okay, David, I will look into that. Probably don't have the equipment for that one. I mean, I could have that sensor on Crowcastle stream as well. You should see me doing hell mode. It would probably be 200 all the time. No, Donut, you were seeing things. You were seeing things. My DA ratio, I haven't been leveling DA since I did the switch to Lightning build, so this is the same level I had on my physical summon build on 8.5 million waves. What does that make? 0.035-ish. It's going down. I haven't been leveling it because I don't really need to rely on Dark Assassin, because Zeus is taking care of flying monsters. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Chain Lightning is the better option. If you don't have option, then area skill damage does affect Thor, so... Also, I saw basically zero difference between Chain Lightning and area skill damage on Thor for my Infinite Colony build either, so... Chain Lightning will be fine in there as well. Check my accessory for Thor general discussion. That is a very decent, very nice Thor accessory. The only way to improve would really be to get a cooldown skill level +1 line on that one. That's a really nice one. My guild? Sure, you can. I'm just a member in Sayonara Guild. I'm here currently. Very much down in here. Wasn't gambling for over 2 months and I'm still top 5. Yeah, I think people haven't been gambling that much lately. I saw some spike in the gambling activity like a couple of streams ago, but otherwise it's been quite steady. That's mean you are a great gambler then, right? Should I use Archer to applies to itself in Lightning Down Archer? Yes, if you have the Dark Lightning Archer hero in your build, then you should, because it will increase her attack speed by an additional 50%. Why don't you use Thunder Tower for Dragon? What's the reason? My Thunder Tower is level 10,000, where I would recommend stopping leveling it, and at that point, it just doesn't do anything against the Bone Dragon. It won't make any kind of a difference if I have it or not. Best summon setup? I can't really recommend much of summon setups because they were also nerfed. Everything summon related were basically nerfed in the last update. But there is the old physical summon video guides in the description as well, so those would work as a base for a summon build. But I will say they are not any kind of meta builds. I would really not recommend them. Average waves for a top player now is 120-130k per season. And you count that as a full tab or with skips and no tab? Status effects should apply in Chain Lightning attacks, yes. Hey Rohan, welcome. Okay, let's get the crafting. Because we can do 10 items. We can do more than 10 items today, but we can do 10 items right now. 10 weapons, so we can get the DCD IQ stuff. Donut? No, you cannot. He's my special gambling addiction user in the chat. He's been basically spamming me, asking me when I go live so that he can come and gamble. We can't take that away from him. Okay, let's go. Then, weapons. Goal. The only goal is a staff with 2 cooldown lines, preferably with a flat cooldown line and item quality line. Should be easy, right? Uta, hello, welcome. Retro, hello. Here we go, first one. and it's very bad. First one is always like a warm-up craft, so the next one is better one, but still nothing that I will use, sadly. Yeah, getting a DC IQ. Yeah, but you don't count like the 100,000 crafts before, because they surely affect my luck, right? Because I haven't been able to get it previously, so now these 10 will give me the DC IQ staff. That's how math works, whether you like it or not. Third one. And it's very horrible as well. There's one useful line, basically, in this item. Dappies, you should craft accessories first, because they can fit on any hero if you get a good one. And then when you have a couple of decent accessories, then you can start doing weapons. Okay. 50-50. You know your stuff, my friend. You know your stuff. MP Ghost is good now. Yeah, true, but otherwise it was such a horrible item. Black damage MP recovery. Absolutely horrible E-lines as well today. I mean, Bone gave us so much better items so far. Hey Hassan. Hey Jin. Is it possible to use two devices to grind? Not at the same time, but you can switch between your devices as often as you would like to. So you can use two devices, but you can't use them at the same time. DCDIQ stands for a double cooldown lines with item quality line. I will show you, I will get one today, so you will see. Just stick around and you will see. Again, no. Just no. There are 4 more. Okay, we have one of the lines we want, a flat cooldown. This would have been pretty decent cooldown line. All we need is another cooldown line and an item quality line. Dappy accessories, like I just told you. Accessories first. Also, no need to spam, thank you very much. Cooldown, skill level, +1 with the cooldown line. And, okay, slow line as well, okay, sure. This one is definitely a keeper if you get something like this, because this can be used on, for example, your chrono in your waving build, or other build as well. So I have a similar hammer on my chrono currently. I think, well, it probably has MP cost runes, I think. I didn't remember. I will be keeping this one. It's a cooldown skill level plus. In general, you wanna keep those. Okay, thank you, Donut. Hey Floss, how are you doing? I saw you coming somewhere. There we go. How are you doing? Finally awake? Did you sleep well? Poison area skill damage, MP cost, and bonus experience skill. We are not gonna be staring at this one for a very long time. The red line does vary. Yeah, yes. It kind of has different values. The maximum is 2 seconds. Minus 2 seconds. Do I even have to get started? We got an item quality staff. But where the hell are the cooldown lines? Okay? How hard is this? Oh. What do you mean waste of an IQ? Sure, gold and fire can be very useful in somewhere, right? Lord. So that was the first 10 crafts. We still have 73 red dust, so let's gather some crystals and do more. Slowly getting there, slowly getting there. Urvox, yeah, I said if you join the stream, you will get to see one. At least. Right? Right? Nothing wrong in being lazy over the weekend. I mean, that's what weekends are for. You're supposed to be lazy and rest and relax. Yeah, fire and gold will be the new meta. Sure, there will be a multi-elemental hero for sure to be coming really soon, and then it will be so meta. When next Pokemon stream, are you itching to see your character on screen again, performing extremely well? We might do another one in near future, who knows? If you want to see that, why not? We can do another game. Last week I did Space Marine 2. I played through the campaign on stream. That was also something very different than what I'm usually used to be doing. It was fun, I really enjoyed the campaign. It was short, but I enjoyed it, it was nice. My main build? Do you mean my wave build? This is my main dragon build. I will show it. My main build is currently this one. Lightning Dinosaur can beat Devil Horn 4? Yeah, sure. If you have the levels, the items and stuff, it can. The best at dying, you didn't die that many times. Maybe. To be honest, I kind of lost the count on how many times that happened, but that means it didn't happen so much, right? Lightning damage, slow MP recovery skill. No, thank you. That's better, much better. There's absolutely no difference in the camera positioning, but yeah, that's much better. Lightning Giants next update? Oh yeah, sure. Again, fire and ice. Whatever could this mean? This must be a sign. An omen. Hey Calypso. I don't think it's just you. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. I love seeing you all in here. Even though I'm struggling to keep up with the chat a little bit. But that's a positive problem. What did I miss? Hey Joxin. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Can the sheer power of plot armor defeat the Bone Dragon? Of course, if it's combined with the power of friendship. Those things together can achieve anything. Bone seems more of a pain than Legendary Dragon, but I'm waiting until I can do it. Well, I don't know if it's more pain. Of course, it's harder, much harder to beat and stuff, but it's also... Well, I would like to say it's more rewarding, but that rewarding part is quite rare these days, to be honest, so... Lightning Storm buffs both. The new event, you can use, I will use the command for you. The details are still being worked on, but it will most likely be similar to the previous one. So, similar type of event with similar type of rewards, such as if you want to earn yourself a 13 hero slot or 3x game speed for a month, for example, or Golden Horn, you name it, you will have a chance to win. It will most likely happen in early October, And I will post information in the Discord server as soon as it's time for that one. I lost my mouse. I need a bigger mouse icon. Must be a sign that I'm really getting old. Why don't I set up hotkeys for farming? I have hotkeys for farming. What do you mean, Donut? The only thing I don't have hotkeys for is the heroes. If I would win on main, can I buy something on alt account? I won't. Yes, that's possible, yes. Basically, you are only allowed to join on one account, so you cannot join on multiple accounts. But if you win, you can choose to claim the reward for yourself, or if you want to donate it to someone else, that's also possible. The participation will be similar way than in the previous events. You can see the event channel in the Discord as well. So if you want to go and check the old rules, those are for the previous events. So it won't be exactly the same this time, but you will get the idea of how it works if you read through those. And I will post the information when it's time for that. Like the detailed rules and what you have to do, what you have to hunt for example, and so on. Why you're still using mouse formatting and blocking then? Why not? I mean, you don't have to fully hotkey stuff. That would be boring. Like, I would feel like I'm not playing at all. I'm so used to play with my mouse whenever I play games, so I just I want to play with, you know, kind of both hands, mouse and keyboard. Hotkey everything so people think you macro. They already do when I start the dragon battle instantly. I have to explain that in probably every stream and in comments as well. I won't be leaking any information about what you need to do for the event yet. You will see when it starts. It might be or it might not be. Oh. Sin 2000 times? That's a lot of sin. That's a lot of sin you have done, my friend. Did you finish the casino already? No. The unpaid workers I hired or, well, abducted have gone to a strike, so we are kinda in a stalemate over there right now. Get DCD IQ to enter? Yep, absolutely. Might be that, who knows? Like I said, it can be that, it can't be, it might be or might not be. Yeah, Pompey, you also don't have proof that I am actually real. I might be an AI-generated video playing in here. Might be a VTuber. Or you know. I'm probably retarded enough that you don't think that, but could be. Give them water. Water is expensive. What do you think? Can't be Listen Dragon yet? Well, just keep going, just keep going. You will be able to do in no time. Just a couple of thousand levels and you will be able to do it. And Virgo, focus on your waving. First and foremost, you will get enough gold from your colony so you can keep on leveling your stuff up. So focus on your waving for now. Only bone farmers can join the DCD event, that's true. Yeah, it will be made accessible to basically everyone. No worries about that. That much I can say. We will make it as fair as possible for everyone to join. Not all bone farmers have DCD IQ, that is true also. Only the good ones have. Winner 10 hours of auto battle. If you have red crystals, always save them for that one. It's the single best purchase you can make in the red crystal in the market. Yeah, Casper, I don't really think so. It must be something else. I just can't really figure it out. They're really a bunch of weird people. $1 million bone, but don't have a DCD IQ. Yeah, that's really frustrating, I can imagine. I got my first one from crafting anyway. And the second one came from bone. I still don't have the staff, so the hunt continues. Hey VM, welcome, welcome. My DCD IQ is not the best, yeah. So there's a lot of room for improvement as well in there. My both are accessories. The first one is this one. It's terrible, but it was an upgrade for a perfect L item. So this is the first one. And the second one is this one. Not the flat, sadly. But still, I found use for it, so that's fine. This works quite nicely for Stoss for IC, so I'm okay with that one. Pikato, hello, welcome. I'm glad to hear that. You're very much welcome in here. I'm glad to hear I've been able to help. Always. Do you remember the old market where you bought hearts for the old... Yes, I do. It was kind of the only great use for crystals, unless you wanted to do wave skips. And back in the days, if you did too many wave skips, hitting a wall was a very real thing, unless you were a pay-to-win player. So basically, the market was really weird, but it served as a purpose to use your crystals. Hey Bron, welcome, how are you doing? If there's someone in here who hasn't subscribed to Bron's YouTube channel yet, go check him out. Fire Mastery. And if there's someone who hasn't subscribed to my channel yet, yeah, well, you know what to do. Don't. Blue Defender is carrying for sure. I switched Druid to Blue Defender. I don't really need it, but I just wanted a couple of extra E-lines, and I didn't want to see the summons in the field. So it looks more clean. How much money? I currently only buy the 3x game speed every month. So the 30 days 3x game speed is what I spend money on. I'm not buying anything else. I have, of course, purchased the 13th hero slot and the Golden Horn. And I purchased the calendar a couple of times. But still we are talking about hundreds, because it's 17 euros per month for the 3x game speed, I think. Is this the first Mimic Chance of the day? Where is our Mimic Chance lover? You are not here, are you, Neo? Shame on you, shame on you. Hope you get stuff. Thank you. I do hope so as well. How many waves do I have now? $8.6. Thank you, Floss, also. Should I get Dark Elf nodes so I can be in Bone Dragon? Most likely it will help you a lot with the first skills, because you will have to be able to heal. At this point I don't need those, but for the early kills you probably will want. And you will go for the physical tree after the lightning tree anyway, so you will be very close to getting them. Hey Mason, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Almost passing to... What is my rank? I haven't... Okay, I must admit, I don't really care about the rank, like the overall rank. I haven't even... If someone asked me before this, like, what is your rank? I had no idea. I would have no idea, because I don't pay attention to this one. And if someone asks me tomorrow, I don't remember. MP recovery. That's a map. Stun cooldown, yeah, sure, you could probably use those if you don't have anything better, but as an E item, that's very terrible. My orc workers are slacking right now. We are getting crystals so slowly. Can I do night farm using mobile? Do you mean like auto battle with your phone? Of course you can, sure. Basically I do that 24/7. I play on my phone all the time, except when I stream or make videos. Or make hell mode run, usually. I find that to be more enjoyable on PC. But otherwise I always play on phone. Beating a dragon without using a single skill. So you mean like just starting the battle like this? We can see. That should be possible, because Elf will be able to heal me. Just slow. How to defeat faster Sin? Level up your unit. That's the single most easiest, fastest way to get faster Sin kills. If you are using a proper lightning build for the dragon hunting. There's a dragon build video, by the way, in the description as well for lightning build. But leveling up your units is the fastest way to get faster Sin kills. So if I don't use any skills, then it will be Thor dealing the most damage against the dragon. When I use skills, it's Dark Lightning Archer. So there's a difference between these two. What was the command for how was it? Should be exclamation mark. Let me try. Like this. Let's see if it works. There we go. Cleaner, I think if Calypso is still there, he would be better to answer the questions about Town Archer build. He has more information on it than I do. Only mod not in top hours? Do we really want to keep you as a moderator in that case? That is an excellent question. Time zones are annoying. Extremely annoying. No matter when I do stuff, there will be people who can't join, which is sad. But I also cannot do 24-hour stream either, so... Yes, I also do play Crowcastle on my phone. I actually have my old phone that I have dedicated for Crowcastle. When I got the new one, I just started using the old one completely for Crowcastle. It's in here currently. You can maybe see it's, of course, not on because I'm playing on PC right now, but here it is. How much stone you have in inventory? Not much anymore, I can show you. We spent quite a lot already. With my lava brick iPhone 11 constantly play. That's why I have the stand for the phone. Make sure it doesn't overheat as easily. It does help a lot. I can recommend. Hashtag bring back giants. Yes, please. Edward boosts Thor in my build and also just holds a couple of extra E items. Basically, it's holding 2 items with hero damage skill level +1 to boost my hero's damage a little bit more. And it also does give Thor a minor boost, but that's really minor. What is the meta? Currently, the recommended would be to start with lightning. So. There's also video guides for that in the description of this stream as well. Hello, Snitch. How are you doing? Phone battery is slowly going down when I have it on. You probably need a better charger and a cable then, in that case. Sometimes that happens for me as well on my old phone, but usually when I just unplug the phone and plug it back in, then it starts properly recharge again. Meta is better this way, but having physical be viable at least would be nice. I agree. I do agree. I mean, I have no complaint against the lightning build, for example. For me, it works. It's fine. And at this stage, full lightning farming is not horrible either, so I'm fine with that. Imagine if developer added lightning bow dresser. It probably wouldn't affect things that much, depending what it would give. Maybe a little bit, yes, but it wouldn't be such a huge boost because downarchers don't get boosted by the normal skill trees anyway, so even if they were of lightning type, they wouldn't really be getting more buffs from the skill tree, so they would be dealing a little bit more damage to flying monsters because of the lightning type, but other than that, there wouldn't really be much. And also a little bit more damage because of the monster lab lightning weakness, but that's pretty much it. Hate the new captchas? Which kind? Seasonal Helmoid build for 2024. I will probably do some videos. Or what is this bright thing shining through a window? At some point, I guess so. This is my current not so Helmoid build right now. I'm still wondering if Ice Golems for Golem Master or Alice is the better option, or Angels, like these three units, which one I want to use and which one not. But this is my current Townmaster Helmoid build right now. Slayer, increasing the XP level, you just want to wave. You will get enough experience points easily as you just keep on waving. Fine got a new job after 5 months of depression, then after 3 months searching a new one without answer. That's nice. I'm trying to understand what I just read. So you got a new job. That's a great thing, right? That's a really great thing. I'm happy for you, dude. I'm doing great as well. Can't complain. What is this? This is not the build. This is not the dragon build. Abort. Why am I here? Hey mod, how are you doing? Yeah, so you have to always be careful if you leave your phone on. And make sure it's not on any kind of like a soft surface, like it's not on your bed or sofa or on a pillow or anything like that. Make sure it's on a solid hard surface, so it doesn't overheat, otherwise it will overheat. And that can be very dangerous. The spinny cups thing? Oh, you meant in game, I thought in general. It's an accidental or okay. So you are just being too fast, dude. You are a too good AI. Why we don't use the replay? Because using the replay just you will have 0 progression. Your #1 goal of progression is to do more waves and get to higher wave level. So if you keep on doing replay, you will get 0 progression in that way. So that's the main reason you don't want to do replays. And you shouldn't be really getting stuck either. Been searching actively for a new one, but bad timing with the summer holidays and my town being a ghost town for this period. Ah, okay, I see. So it gets better during winter. Welcome back, Leo. Not really, no. No good drops yet. Once we are at 30 crystals, I'll do a couple of craftings again. Peak viewers, I think the peak was like closer to 200 during the time when the new update came. Like, I think like 190 something is the peak. That was pretty crazy. But the average has also been going up lately, so that's nice. I do love it. I can't complain, like I said. Why do I keep on getting defeated when I use lightning? Your units are probably not leveled. My hell mode items? Okay, Airvox, sorry, what did you ask? On which? On Alice, I have like cooldown skill, single stun line. Like my items on Alice, for example, could be improved a lot. Cooldown skill level plus one stun line, so there could be a lot of improvement. Physics mastery does not absolutely nothing in here. There should be attack speed in here as well. Like I said, it's a filler. I don't really know if I keep on using Alice or someone else in the build. Dorothy has more stun, attack speed, cooldown skill, and I think double stun. Yeah, double stun here. Again, missing attack speed runes. I've been very lazy at farming those, even with the updates, so there's improvement. I could be making a lot of them. And Zeus is here just to like provide a little bit more delay against the air, possibly, when orcs die. So I have like stun, slow, and double stun in here. Like, since the druid was nerfed, you have to have something to defend against the air when the orcs die. And Zeus kind of fills that slot. Not as well as druid did, but somehow. Angels kinda also body block. I don't know if they are worth it or not. I've seen people not using angels and using like Golem Master with ice golems instead. I could do a lot of like test runs, but the issue is I don't really enjoy hell mode a lot. I will admit, I don't really enjoy hell mode as a game mode a lot. It gives me anxiety because of the way it's played. It's just one small misclick and you will lose 30 minutes of gameplay progress for nothing. It's just frustrating. Cleaner, the recommended ratios for lightning units are in the Discord channel, in the lightning guide channel. But 0.05 usually for the highest, and then like 0.04 or 0.45 for the second. General. Just realized I can use 3x speed on infinite colonies. Yeah, definitely, especially if you use time out of battle for infinite colonies, you should use at 3x game speed, because in that way you save your time out of battle hours, because you get more infinite colonies done within the same time. More tutorial, I constantly keep on making them. What kind of a tutorial would you like, Joso? What is the event? It will be not Crow Castle sponsored, it will be community sponsored event for Crow Castle gamers, for the Discord members in my Discord, so join in there and I will post information when we start. It will be most likely happening in early October. You just basically have to play Crow Castle in order to participate, but I will post the full rules when it's time to start the event. Rijan is still active. I haven't seen Marius in a long time, unless he's been lurking. I haven't been seeing Marius chatting. Maybe I made him sad because I didn't do enough Pokemon streams. I hope I did not. But I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him in a while. What wave do people start using Assassin as a damage dealer? What should I say to that? At the point when you can get decent items for your assassin, you can get the slash rune for your assassin, and you have decent cooldown items in general for your pure wizard and for the build. Yeah, I agree with Floss. There really shouldn't be nerfs. Like, just buff different stuff. Like, make different stuff more viable as well. Things are decently viable right now. Well, Lightning is just the easiest, more convenient ones to use in the early game since the latest update. But like buffing fire a little bit, wave-wise, should be a nice option. But I will be extremely sad if we will be seeing more nerfs in the next update instead of just buffs for other stuff. But you never know. Well, we can craft now. I don't have any pets currently. I have had cats previously in the past. Currently, I don't have any. Should I use 20% more reader damage in the lightning build? Yeah, absolutely. It's just free damage for your Thor, which is a superb damage dealer in waves. Squid Gaming, you have full lightning build set up, similar to the way in the lightning build video. What is your wave level currently, and what devil horn level are you trying to use? Yes, physical is nerfed, heavily nerfed in the latest update. Okay, let's do 3 more weapons right now. 21k and first level of Devil Horn. Okay, that should be fine. And your Thor is set to target ground. And Dark Lightning Archer is set to target auto and not boss. Don't use the boss targeting if you have boss targeting on all of your units. That's not optimal for waving. It could be if items, but we don't really need much items for the first Devil Horn level. Hey Error King, welcome. Welcome. Double attack speed with knockback chance is not terrible lines at all. It's a very decent crowd control lines combination. Lightning Mastery though is not something I use, and I don't think personally I will have use for this item. You could use this easily for Dorothy, like for example Dorothy in your early game, or the was mid game. It's not a terrible item at all. I just would need something with a proper yellow line for myself to be able to use it, so I'm gonna be destroying this one. If I were you, I would probably keep it though. Dark Lightning Archer is gonna be dealing more damage than Dark Bow Master if you are using the Lightning skill tree. Yes. Physical damage, +1 arrow, hero damage skill level +1. Not a terrible item at all for Dark Elf. Again, +1 arrow is the most important line for Dark Elf. Lightning damage is useless in here, and I do have better ones for myself, so I won't be keeping this one. But it's a really decent item. If you don't have a better bow with +1 arrow, you should also keep this one, most likely. These are not terrible items. They are just not good enough for me to keep. The last one, for now. Old critical +1 summoned unit and leader summoned defense skill. Not gonna be needing this one either. How much dust do we have? We have 49 red dust, so we can still keep on crafting. What builds should I use for dungeons? You should use usually the same build as you use for dragons as well. They are basically the same. Dungeons and dragons work in very similar way. Except you have to fight a little bit normal monsters before you get to the boss in dungeons. But those will never be an issue, really. It's always the boss that's gonna be the issue. Build for Colony. There is a lightning build video for Colony, again, in the description, if you're using the lightning build. I will be making another one for the first world, probably, quite soon, but it will be very similar to the Colony build video that already is in there. Except it will be just aimed towards very early game, focused on beating the first Colony world sooner. But I have to make a new account for it, because I don't really have any account that can really show it, so it will take a moment for me to level up a new account for it. How many kills I have on each boss? In here, you mean? Dungeon bosses start from here. I don't even have weakness on these guys. Spiders are not at 9,000, and so isn't the slime. They are not nearly there. This one is quite close, because it's the most common boss in the expert dungeon. Congratulations, David. Congratulations. Squid Gaming, the same build as you use for dragons. Only build for third world would be the one in the description, basically. Third world and Infinite Colony are pretty much the same, except that the Orc colonies hit you back much harder than Infinite Colony. Or at least I feel so. Stun, knockback, flying damage, hero damage skill level. 2 useful crowd control lines, and hero damage skill level is not terrible at all, either. Flying damage, though, not really. Again, not something I will need. Usable for like mid-game item, for sure. Dungeons are boring, they should make dungeons more rewarding. I do agree. I do think as well that hunting dungeons is more boring than hunting dragons. Like, I wouldn't mind the actual dungeon expedition to take longer if you would be, like, maybe guaranteed a reward or something like that. Like, they don't really feel like you are going to a dungeon, do they? It's like you activate a battle and watch stuff die for a few seconds and then you don't get anything as a reward. I mean, it's not even a dungeon. What kind of a dungeon happens outdoors? Doesn't make any sense. At least we should have a different background for the dungeons or something. The developer has said he has no intentions of giving auto battle for dragons, and I guess that also says includes dungeons as well. If we get auto hunting for Dungeons and Dragons, then you don't have to touch the game ever. It basically would take away the only manual interaction you have to have in this game. Rune dust and crafting random runes sounds alright, I guess. Absolutely. Absolutely. How you make more money? You never basically make enough money. You just make barely enough to survive. I mean, you don't really have to worry about your money in early game. You feel like you have to, but you don't. If you keep on, if you conquer the first world, that will carry you for a very long time. You don't need to get trillions of gold in early game to be able to progress. Even some gold for dungeons like we have for dragons would be great. True. Hey C, how are you doing? You deleted your Croasal account? How come? Why did you do that? How can you do that to me, my friend? How can you do that to me? Yeah, in general, gold... Well, of course you need gold. So you can't really say that gold is not needed at all. But you don't need too much gold. Is kind of the point. Like, you don't have to keep on replaying stuff and level up your units to extremely high levels to be able to progress, but you can progress yourself, your game, with quite minimal amount of gold. And the more important thing, the more you progress, will be your items. And of course skill points, runes, orbs, eventually as well. And those will really be the factor of deciding if you can make the step to a next Devil Horn level, for example, or not. Like, gold alone will never get you there. The game is made by a Korean developer, yes. If developer adds auto battle for dungeon, are you gonna go outside and touch grass? Well, gladly, that won't happen, so I don't have to worry about it. Should I start playing again, Crow Castle? That's not really something I can decide for you, my friend. Do you enjoy it enough that you wanna spend your time managing the account? If so, then absolutely. They make it like 100 waves, and the more you progress, the better rewards you would get. Also, you mean like you battle it over and over and over and over again, and until you eventually die, and depending how far you get, you will get better rewards, or is that what you mean, David? That kinda could be fine, could be fun, I guess, if we get the background for it to be in an actual dungeon. Floor-based, yeah, that would most likely feel more like a dungeon. If you want to create a new account, then you just have to delete the game and reinstall the game. Hell mode is already a thing, yes, but you don't really get... Well, you get red crystals as a reward if you end up in top 300. But like... hunting for drops in dungeon, in the floor-based system, might make it feel like more like an actual dungeon, you know, instead of just staring at the same screen and getting nothing. Like, again, how does this look like a dungeon? Hey Taras, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How many hours did I farm a dragon? I don't wanna know. My bone dragon defense is currently at 290,000. Which is quite high, but it could be also much higher. I'm aiming for the 500,000 defense, and I hope I will get that DCDIQ staff before that happens. Hey Kampf, how are you doing? Well, skill level +1 sword with damage reduction. In physical summon meta, this would be the meta best item basically for angels, except for the gold damage. I think I might keep this one because of the damage reduction and attack speed and cooldown skill level +1. I have one on like this because I had one on angels, but it doesn't hurt to have another one. I am in Sayonara too, yes. You cannot check how many hours you have in Crow Castle, sadly. Those numbers would be quite absurd. I kinda had already forgotten half of the quotes before people started spamming them in the last Space Marine stream, I think. You got quite nice score, didn't you, Cam? For Helmut this season. And Barrick was the one who kept telling me to try it. Anyway, so thank him if someone. Hey Cyber as well, hello, long time no see, how are you doing? Crowd 18. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Let's see the Helmut score. So Flynn is still a little bit below me. That's nice. As long as this is the fact, then I'm fine with my Helmut score. 333 billion. That's nice. That's very nice score. That's a very, very nice score. I haven't played Battlegats. I've seen it a couple of times in some ads, I think, and stuff, but I haven't played it myself. I've been wondering if it's enjoyable. Oh, 330 billion, even bigger than your personal best before the update? Wow. That's huge. That's huge, dude. I still have a little bit way to go before I reach my same damage that I get before the update, but slowly, slowly. If I actually would have enough patience to do more than one run per season, maybe I could try to improve it a lot. 10-year anniversary? Is that old? What? I genuinely had no idea. I thought it was like a couple of years at max. 10 years? The double damage, that would have been a quite decent item for Town Not So Hell mode, which I instantly destroyed. Oh, Clash Royale as well? Oh damn, time flies, I'm so freaking old. And I probably played it like 8 years ago. Never was really good at the game, I didn't really pay too much attention on it, but I did play Clash Royale. I think during the same time that I initially started playing Crow Castle as well. Goat 19? Crack is good, crack is good. We did learn that. Those were good times, good times. Celebrating 10-year anniversary or celebrating that it's been dying for 3 years now. If you can keep on dying for 3 years straight, that's pretty amazing on its own. My name in Crow Castle. Here we go. How popular is Clash of Clans? Is it still going strong? Or is it also dying? No, I haven't played Bloons. Can you make a video on how to build succubus with the newest buffs, please? At some point, I do plan on most likely using her in the build, so at that point there will be a video, most likely. But currently there are other people who know more about that. Floss, for example, would have more information on building a build with succubus. Okay, we definitely have some options for that too, yeah. Okay, so we can, if you allow me to do a video on your account, that would be absolutely wonderful as well. Edward on Dragon build. Edward is there to hold 2 E items and also to give this small buff for Thor. It's kind of super small, but it's better than nothing. And that 2 more E lines, 2 more hero damage skill levels, it's a boost for your damage dealers, so that's the reason. Edward is level 10k, he's not doing any damage, as you can see in here. Download Battlecast and change the stream to it easy. I can't farm Bone Dragon in Battlecast, can I now? Yeah, plus I actually had the same idea as well. Like, in general, the same idea. I haven't really put on any thought in it yet. But we have a couple of days to plan it out if we want to. I wonder if I can, like... Okay, I will do a test. Can I? If I record and stream at the same time, what will happen? Will my PC explode? I just hit record right now, so I will check how it looks like after the stream. But let me see. Let me know if there's any differences in voice or video quality or anything right now, because I'm testing. At least I don't see any smoke from the PC itself yet, so that's a good sign. And I don't think my GPU is kinda having a hard time right now, but I don't think that's too big of an issue for Crow Castle. The streaming software is taking a lot of my GPU right now. Okay, I stopped the recording. I will see how the recording as well looks after the stream to see if there's any differences in there. But that's fine. So we can use that. Of course, we can also just use the stream footage after stream. But the quality in there is usually a little bit worse than just the recording. My PC stats can actually be seen in my Twitch channel, I believe. If you're interested about the parts. A link to my Twitch should be in the description as well. I haven't been streaming in Twitch for a long time. Hey Tenorio, well, welcome, greetings to Philippines. How's life in there? Get a pipe and get some water flowing on your PC. Can I just pour some water on my PC? Will that work? Bishop buffs leaders, yes. Leaders are counted as units on the field, and summons as well. What do you use for streaming and recording? I use Streamlabs desktop version. This time I was faster, wow, for once. It will cool down in no time. As for if it will keep working, that I can't guarantee. Okay, so at least it can temporarily cool down the PC. What if I pour hot coffee on it? Will it get hotter or cooler? Yeah, I was checking my GPU usage when I did the test recording, and my GPU was around 90%, 95% when I was also recording and streaming at the same time. And now it's like 20% less when I'm not recording, so it should be fine still. It should be fine with this kind of a game. Beat Bone with only one hero? That's a challenge for sure, yes. The issue is how to do it fast enough, because Bone always does percentual damage with the non-normal attacks, so how can you do it fast enough so you don't die to those with just one hero? Hey Maddie, welcome, good morning. How's your weekend going? Oh, someone asked if they should watch all their ads to level their heroes. Cleaner, good luck with your ads. If you can bear watching all of them, then sure, but it's not really gonna be needed. At least at your wave. If you're still in here, at least in your wave level, it's definitely not needed. See you later, Squid Gamer. Enjoy your dinner. How did your Helmholtz go, Matty? Did you do many runs yesterday? Hey, Lord Gamers. Greetings, greetings. Hello, chat. Welcome, welcome. Too many runs? Oh boy. Do I even dare to ask how many? How do you feel like? It's getting better? Or is it too frustrating? How long have you been playing Crow Castle since the beginning? I played for like 2 years initially, and then I had like 5 years break in between, and now I have been back for like a year and a half. The old statue? I made an old statue guide video, by the way. Sad bug. Like last week? Was it last week or the other week before that? Anyway, I made a video on how you can, what do you do with the old statue, how you can do it, what is the requirements to do so. But this allows you to level your support units, like Pure Wizard, for example, to level 10,000, so you can get an orb slot for them. What was I doing? I was gonna craft. Do we still have dust? I think we do. Okay, stun, cooldown, slow. At the defense skill level. The lines itself are not bad. The E line, on the other hand... the question is, do I need a stun, slow staff? I'm pretty sure I don't. So I won't be keeping it. Airbox, see you. Did you get your hammer? Thank you, Wien. And hey, Lord Gamers again. I don't think I will be keeping this one. Your slots, Leo? Where are your slots? You lost 100,000 crystals, dude. That's a bad slot. Oh, thank you, Floss, for the old statue video link. Stun damage reduction, flat damage, ice mastery. Okay, we are definitely not gonna be keeping this one. My day is going great, thank you for asking. How about yours? 2 gifts and I needed 3. You were so close. This close to greatness. And yet, you got nothing. How does it feel? The next one will be 3 gifts for sure. 100%. 100%. Big fan. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, dude. Hey, Dark Knight. I'm doing great, at least. I hope everyone else is doing great as well. How are you doing? Lithra, welcome. Good morning. Or good afternoon if you ask me. I'm also starting to get a little bit hungry because it's almost dinner time. Hope your Saturday is going great. My favorite hero was the Stone Giants. They were so adorable. They still are, they are just so crippled right now. I can't bear to watch their struggling. Would probably be the best word for that. Extra treasure slots, that would be quite interesting because, well, it would help people out a lot because in late game, basically all your treasure slots are occupied with Devil Horn and gold treasures. So for example, if Devil Horn did not require a treasure slot, that would also change a lot of things. All in Giants! Guess on which wave I defeated the Red Dragon. I would say on wave 500. Well, giants can technically be used, they are just very weak. So they are far away from being optimal. Like very far away from being optimal. Skill duration 0.13 is quite on the lower end. I would keep it. It will depend on what your goals are eventually. But many in here would say like 0.17 plus is only worth keeping. But do you know I have psychic gifts? Bone Dragon looks like Boneheart from Kingdom Rush. I think we are also quite overdue for a next new kind of a boss, if you ask me. New treasure that gives +3 hero slots, that would be quite overpowered, really. Even just one slot would change a lot of things, most likely. My clan, absolutely, you can see I'm a part of the Sayonara, so I'm in here. Oh, I didn't even realize. Good eyes. Good eyes, Floss. Good eyes. Hey Richan, how are you doing? Casper was asking about you earlier. Wow. Wow, okay, 100% area skill damage. This is very good item for damage dealer Dark Assassin, for example. Cooldown line, usually want one cooldown line for him, and you want area skill damage. Damage does help as well, it's not useless line. Even though critical chance would be a better in this case, but still, this is a very solid item. And also hero damage skill level is also helpful. I think I will actually keep this. Will I have use for it? Possibly. It could be used on someone else as well. It doesn't. My mind just instantly thinks about Dark Assassin. But it could be used on something else as well. So I will be keeping this one. Hero damage skill level is also always a nice one to keep. Yeah, and 100% is just beautiful. It's just too beautiful to pass. So, yet, wow. At least we got something today. Windy or Darkfire, yeah, true. Even though the critical line would still have been better, right? Instead of normal damage, but at least it's not flat damage, so it's a good one. What did I miss? How much money did you put in this game? I have not counted. But right now I'm buying just at 30 days 3x game speed, nothing else. Ah, okay, I see. But still, it's a monthly purchase, so it adds up. If you think of, like, for example, 2 years straight, 30 days game speed every month, that adds up. But I'm, like, nowhere near considering myself like a spender in this game at all. But if everything goes as planned, next Wednesday, most likely we will be reviewing a real spender account. Because Hanako has expressed that he is willing to let us peek into his account and see his stuff, items, basically whatever we want to see. And that guy has used... I don't even know how to describe it. Incredible amounts of money in this game. We are talking about tens of thousands. So that will be interesting. It will be next Wednesday if everything goes as planned. For Chronicle Dude, you can put any other damager to make it quick. Do you mean Chrono? Chrono is there exactly for the reason that it makes the game speed faster, so it makes the kill faster. Instead of farming for an hour, he drops a casual $200. That's how he plays. So that will be a completely different kind of an account we will be seeing in that stream. Nothing will go as planned. That is a good point. Everything can, but if it doesn't happen on Wednesday, then it will happen on some other day. It really depends on his schedule as well. He is quite busy. Next week especially, he told me he's very busy, but we will try to make it happen. Dragon is tickling. Yeah, barely. Dark Elf is just enough to keep me healed. I wouldn't even need any healer for the build. But in case I get distracted by chat, which usually happens quite often, more often than you would imagine, it's a nice safe feature. Yeah, to use poison build. Most likely at some point I will do a variation of poison lightning. At least that's the plan. If everything goes as planned, you never know, you never know. Yeah, everyone likes, like, poison. Poison has been the trash for so long, and now it's actually viable. At least like a variation of a poison, so that's great. But I would still say, in early game, lightning is the better option. Does poison debuff work on Dragon? At least according to developer, this should work on Dragon, I believe. That's how I understood his reply when he said. Ding, 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 ding. I'm at 8.6 million waves right now. And Mandisa, sorry I missed your comment. Why don't you use damage towers in the castle? Because against Bone Dragon, they will do absolutely 0 damage. And also because of the fact that, because Dark Assassin gives a debuff for every normal attack he does against the dragon, the dragon will take increased damage from the next critical strike. So I want to maximize the chances of those critical strikes being from my main damage dealers, instead of like a cannon that does absolutely 0 damage. So it's kind of, would just hurt me a little bit if I actually had them on this build. It's more of like the stuff when you want to go faster. If you're struggling to get the first kills in for against, let's say, Dragon, for example, there's no issue in keeping your castle pass in, if it helps you. Pro Castle Reddit page? Yes, I am. I don't really scroll through it that often, but I am. I do have moderator rights in there. Yeah, those 2 nodes work, Necro works, and Cursed Op. I find it weird that the attack reduction on the poison buff doesn't work, but the defense stuff works. Like, I find it weird, but who am I to judge how the game works? See you, Sidebug. See you next time. Thanks for joining in. Is there a battle feature like a coin flip that me or someone wins all the crystals? There is. There is some sort of a challenge feature. I forgot the command. Do you remember, Floss? Duel, I think. Exclamation mark duel. Where are you? Where am I from? Literal? I'm from Finland. How about you? I use BlueStacks, yeah, as Casper already said, thank you. BlueStacks to play on PC. I don't think I've ever seen anyone using the duel function, so let's see what happens. Floss won the duel with Leo. Beware. This guy knows how to fight. So duel is already only for 10,000 points. Oh, so many people from the Netherlands in here. That's nice, that's nice. I only know nice people come from Netherlands. Yeah, and I also do agree that Finland is a nice country. I am not looking forward to winter, though. I do enjoy the summer. The autumn is fine as well, but I do not really enjoy the winters. So, especially last winter was super cold. There was like weeks worth of like minus 30 degree Celsius in a row, and it was excruciating. Ah, only cooldown, not the cooldown. Damn. Winter is coming. Exactly. Blizzards, possible, but mainly it's just the extended periods of like living minus 30 degrees Celsius for 2 weeks straight, and it's not fun. Battlegats are giving good stuff for free. There's so many games I should plan on playing. Make me a full-time YouTube gamer and I will do it. That will never happen, but if it would, then I would do it. Since you are using BlueStacks, do you have the same account on your phone? Because I lost my account 2 times when trying to switch from my phone to another. I do have the same account, yes. There should not be any issues if you save it on your email. And then you use the same email to load up on another device. There should be no issues in losing account in that way. No. Reoccurring schedule. I mean, it could be possible at that point. But that's as long as it's mainly this game, that's just impossible. So there would need to be some changes made before that happens. How many accounts can I use and play with inside one guild? As far as I know, the maximum would be 2. I think that's what the developer has said would be okay. Any more can result in getting banned. That's as far as I know. Hey, Young Teach. Tips on grinding. That's a very broad subject. I would recommend Lightning Readable Wave Build. Link to that guide will be found in the description. That's the #1 tip, I guess, for grinding. Why are you using the 3 witches? The 3 witches are in here because of this skill node in the summon skill tree. This one over here. That gives you 5% increased damage per witch. So they are there just to boost the damage of my main damage dealers. So Dark Lightning Archer, Zeus and Thor. In your country the winter is snow. Yes. Hey Jeffrey, welcome. Yeah, I always wondered, like, what would it feel like? What would it feel like to try and live for 1 year in a country that has very different climate than what you are used to? Like, for example, me living in Philippines, for example, and someone from Philippines living in Finland, for example. That would be a very interesting experience. Of course, you can experience the different climates if you go for a vacation, for example, but that's just a couple of weeks or a month at max, and you just really don't get to know the full extent of what it can be. Should I use the 3 witches for my Lightning Wave build? You don't really have enough room for all the 3 witches usually in Lightning Wave build. 1 Dorothy should be enough. But even no witches would be possible as well, because you will need other stuff in Wave build. In Dragon build, like in here, it's all about just maximizing damage against the dragon. Cannon and Lightning Cannon are here just to store some cooldown skill level +1 lines. They don't do any damage. They are just here for these yellow lines. On both. This is the Town Cannon and this is the Lightning Cannon, for example. So that's the only reason they are in here. Oh, we haven't done any races today. That's the reason. There won't be any today because I will have to go in like 10-15 minutes or so. Well, we have time for one if we want to do. Well, we have time for one if we want to do. I will craft first. I will craft. I think I have enough for at least 2 items. I will craft first. From my perspective, it's gonna be much easier to handle for the one going to cold climate than if you go in hot one. Could be. But on the other hand, coming from a person who doesn't like cold, I'm not sure. It would be an interesting thing to see. An interesting, like, if you had an option to live in another country for a year, for example. That would be really interesting, like an experience. Let's see. Let's craft that damn staff now, shall we? Double physical damage, attack speed. Not really something you need. In physical build, of course, usable for Dark Bowmaster Sniper, but not in this meta right now. And this one is just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Hey, Cozy. Nothing yet. Nothing really yet. Some decent items we saved, but no DCD IQ. Do we have enough for one more? No. Sadly, no. Okay. $13. I just need 1 drop and then we can craft 1 more. My dream is to go to the other country and experience the snow. I mean, that must be a very nice experience if you have never seen or like held snow in your life. And then on the other hand, from a person who's grown with snow since I was born, it's a very different perspective. I'm sure, but I'm sure it will be like a magical thing to actually see it. Will you grind more? Can be equipped with Tanacho runes for Tanacho Hell mode? Probably not. Because getting them is extremely frustrating. I hate the expert dungeon. I hate the dungeons in general, so probably not. I have S-dusts, but I don't have much crystals, and I would prefer not to waste too many oranges. Because I like to hoard them for no reason. I already spent like 200 oranges probably, while leveling up my support units, because I keep on accidentally leveling them over the amount of white crystals that I have. That's why I like traveling and seeing different cultures, and yeah. I also agree. I would like to also travel more. But again, that's like just seeing something for a couple of weeks, and you are usually probably staying in a hotel or something like that. You don't really see the normal everyday life that much. Like, instead of, for example, if you were somewhere for a 6 months or 1 year. But again, that's just also not really possible for most. It's not like a viable option unless you can really do your work from anywhere, like remote work, or unless you are rich enough that you don't have to work. Italy, I've never been to Italy, but I would like to visit one day for sure. I find it an interesting place. Dragon farming boring. In moderate amounts, it's fine. The duel is cancelled. Okay, there's a comment like that, okay? Oh, I didn't see that. Shame on you. Shame on you for that hype. Error. Can you speak a little Filipino? Unfortunately, no. I can speak English, barely. Finnish, barely. Swedish, not really. And That's pretty much it. Maybe a few words in some other languages here and there, but that's it. I'd like to see a Tokyo. That also, like Japan, is also very interesting because of the culture being so different and also the cities being so different, for example, than what we have in here in Finland, and otherwise the nature as well and stuff like that. I will be holding until I have max experience points before spending them, and we are getting quite close. I did promise that I will let the wheel decide what points, what option I use them on. We will see what happens. Will I have to finally level Town Archer damage, and that will be completely wasted because I don't use them, or not? We will see. Lightning build video. There's lightning build video guides in the description. A couple of them actually, for waving, for dragon, for colonies, and also for my main account waving as well. Free game to recommend for PC, for mobile. What kind of a game are you looking for, Casper? Old Flash games? Do they still exist? Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, they do, okay. Well, that's a trip down on the memory lane.
Try to hurt me, and that's so low. When I talk to you about it, you're in the
So, this one right now. Lithra.
how can we work on ourselves when you say no? I'll never go on like this, so don't you think you got me?
Damn, browser doesn't let me copy. There you go. The current song that's being played. Joao, my guild is... I'm part of Sayonara, so I'm in Sayonara 2 right now. There you go. I'm really dropping in here because I'm not waving right now. No problem. The playlist currently playing is NCS The Best of 2024. In beta, you basically have infinite... Yeah, you have infinite cash in beta. Just so that you can easily test stuff. That's the kind of the point. Talked with Cougar about Flash games a little recently. He has like a massive collection and asked for suggestions. If you want to play Flash games again, then I should have some ideas. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen Hars either in a long time. And Mugiwara as well, Marius as well. Aki also kinda, but I guess he's busy. Yeah, to be honest, I probably don't even remember names, if half of them even had names that I used to play. So I would really have to like try to see what are the options to see if there's any familiar ones. Are they like links that just work on the browser, or do you have to load them? Blah, 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 blah. Recommended levels for 50k waves. If you check the lightning guide channel in my Discord, there's like the recommended races for your lightning units that kind of apply to any wave. At 50,000 waves, you probably have much higher than those races though. But your highest level units are probably at some few thousand levels. 3, 4. Rip dark crystals? Am I out of dark crystals already? Oh, I am. I have 1000 left. Okay, let's spend those and then that's it. Then I will go prepare some dinner. I did top hours. Why did it do top points? Because you need to do it top hours without the space between the words, I think. Now it's just an exclamation mark top. Oh yeah, it probably would help. I mean, you can always just rename the units, but you can also just make a different version if you want to keep the physical recommendations as well. I don't know which one would be better. And we are out of dark crystals. Damn. How do you get to hero? You mean to leaders? 2 leaders can be equipped if you are using this treasure called the Black Pearl. It will give you a secondary leader slot. Sometimes that's useful, sometimes not so much. In this particular build, for example, it allows me to have another leader who is not doing any damage, but I can get 2 more hero damage skill level +1 lines in for the build, which boost my other damage dealer's damage a little bit further. It's currently 4 PM for me, so it's dinner time. 4 or 5 PM is usually when I have dinner. Dark Skeleton, if I wasn't lazy, it would give, when I cast him, it would give me my hero's critical chance because of this skill node over here. So it would kind of boost the critical chance of my damage dealers. But at this point, does it really make my kills faster? Maybe a tiny fraction. So I'm too lazy to usually use it. We can craft... Yeah, we can craft 2... Can we craft 2 items with pink dust? So we can get... Okay, that's nice. So now we have 15 dust, right? So we can do 1 more E item, yeah. The final item, which must be a staff. DC Daiku staff, of course it will be. Like I believe, I hope you believe as well. We will be closing the live in like a couple of minutes. Hey RTS Gamer, welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing great. Let's go. Final weapon. And it's completely useless. Wow. You didn't even get a staff. Well, that's today's crafting then. Time to get back to waving, I suppose, and start hoping for better luck for the next one. Age of War? I'm not sure. Operate new meta. Of course, of course. See you in the Discord, Maddie. See you in the Discord. Giants are very crippled. So, not really. They can be probably used in like dragons and colonies if you have them leveled. They should perform decently in there, especially with the mortal summons. But for waving and in general, they are so much weaker than before. No, my account would not be for sale, and also buying accounts in general would be a reason for getting a ban, so... The cat is there by the window. It should give me luck. But it doesn't. Did I forget something? Did I forget something? I don't think so. If I did, it probably nothing important, right? So if everything goes as planned, the next stream will be on Wednesday, and then we will be taking a look at Hanako's account with items and the general account worth probably like $30,000 or so. So we will see what kind of stuff we can dig up in there. Let's hope that will happen, and we will see. I will see you in the Discord, and I will see you on Wednesday during that stream as well. Now I will go make some dinner. I wish you all wonderful weekend, wonderful start of the next week as well. See you, my friends. Thank you so much, and have fun.